welcome back everybody to Let's Play Deus Ex Revision. A little announcement before we actually get into the game. But it has come to my attention that while looking at my title, Mega Dave, for the channel, I came across an account. The first few videos, when searching for it, I can get over the idea that apparently it's a Disney cartoon. I have no trouble with that. However, the first few human accounts seem to be based around politics. And I will not dignify the full Twitter account, but it dealt with a lot of political hate. Now, with elections, I really do not care one way or another what your political views are. Mainly because my channel will not be dedicated to politics. It will be dedicated to gaming and entertainment, and I will have absolutely no part of a feud that happens because of a mix-up with names. So, I will continue with the name Mecha Dave for a while, but eventually, unless of course I get enough views to convince me to leave my name, which is highly unlikely as I'm just starting out now, I will eventually change it. So, for now, this is Deus Ex Revision, with who might formerly be known as Mecha Dave, name subject to change. And when we last left off, our protagonist, J.C. Denton, had just completed his training. We had lost both of our legs, regrown them, lost half a leg, regrew it yet again, and promptly lost the other leg entirely by the end of the training. However, we were still considered completely successful in spite of our stupidity around explosives, and have been deemed worthy to continue in real missions. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start a new game. And what is trench coat? I do apologize for the text. I should have mentioned before that because of the resolution I am currently on, and due to the limitations of the mod, I suppose, text becomes incredibly small the higher the resolution. So with trench coat, which is a brand new setting, I believe, it says I can't carry anything else right now, which probably implies you can only carry what's in your toolbar. Why on earth you would want to play on a setting like that, I have no idea. So instead, we will settle for hard. I feel like I know this game well enough to, well, of course, easy is absolutely no challenge whatsoever. Medium could be interesting, but I'm going to play it on hard. Because apparently I am not smart. And I'm going to give myself an aneurysm by the end of this game. Especially with my current playstyle. So, we'll start off with a code name. Real name. Well, might as well go ahead and get into the whole role-playing thing with J.C. Denton. J.C. Denton will be a man of many skills by the end of the game, but for now the skills we have here are mostly untrained. In the original game, by default, pistol is trained. Interesting note, if in the original game, if you untrained pistol at this menu, and then you simply started the game, you would have pistols as being trained yet again, and the points you had refunded at this screen would still be in your skill point pool. However, this mod doesn't actually do that, which is a little disappointing, so we might as well go ahead and spend our skill points here. The ones we'll be using are computer, electronics, and lockpicking. The reasoning behind this is because with electronics and lockpicking, even though I do prefer to just use high explosives or a good solid crowbar to destroy doors instead of finding the keys, some doors just aren't susceptible to that. It's a sad fact, yes, I know. But alas, we can still brute force provided we have plenty of lockpicks and multi-tools. And computer lets us hack, well, computers, a lot faster and more efficiently, and lets us do more with them, like activate turrets, which will be very, very useful and fun. So much fun. Well, we could alter the appearance of JC, but we'll stick with default. And we shall start with the intro cutscene. I am going to turn my mic off for this.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the Senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Or better than kings. Gods.
Well, that was an interesting bit of cutscene. So, one thing that Deus Ex did very uniquely was it laid all its cards on the table from the very beginning. Normally, most movies and video games would wait till the very end for all that exposition, but no, not Deus Ex. Which I felt was kind of interesting because somehow this game manages to throw everything in front of you and yet still has an air of mystery and conspiracy around it. I guess that's just how good the writers were. In the meantime, there's the statue that is currently missing its head. It has seen better days. And we are at the docks of Liberty Island. I do not remember it raining. Oh well, no need for umbrellas. We're augmented.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
I also don't remember this shack being here. Oh, and there's our brother. Let's go ahead and put this away. Hello!
I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
Now, interesting note, if we pick the sniper rifle, Paul Denton, by the way, our brother here, is a pacifist, so if we pick the sniper rifle, he will not be happy. The GEP gun or the crossbow, on the other hand, could prove useful. The GEP gun is pretty much a rocket launcher that requires a very, very long warm-up in order to actually use it, and the mini crossbow is pretty much a wrist-mounted tranquilizer, which does have the unfortunate effect of alerting enemies to your presence as you hit them, but it does damage over time and leaves the enemy unconscious instead of dead. And for these first few missions, we'll gain a lot more favor from everybody if we use the non-lethal method. So, as much as I love to just destroy things with rocket launchers, the GEP gun has always been kind of impractical, so I'll just stick with the mini crossbow here.
The crossbow. Sometimes you've got to make a silent takedown. Good thinking. With these tranquilizer darts, you'll have another non-lethal way to take down an enemy in addition to the prod. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Interesting bit of information. Gunther Herman, the man who was, during the tutorial, was teaching us how to use guns and grenades, and for some reason congratulated me upon destroying my legs, has been captured. We will rescue him. And we also now have the mini crossbow. In addition to our pistol and prod, the stun prod we will not be using the stun prod that much, as this is one of the only melee weapons that, I believe it is the only melee weapon that actually has ammo. And ammo for this thing is not plentiful. So, right now we'll also kind of change our inventory. We will still... I think the use of the stun prod is you stun somebody and then you hit them over the head with something. But we'll find a police baton sometime soon. Certain melee weapons do kill, and some weapons do actually stun, others kill. The crowbar is a killing weapon. The police baton, that should be up here somewhere, is a stunning weapon. Anybody here?
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stand
I think
in
we
your...
got
What's your
spotted.
take on the situation,
Oh,
Corporal?
hi!
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out.
Never mind my crossbow that was phasing in and out of reality there. By the way, I believe Paul has some extra
You
dialogue.
just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the Triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out? It's a long story. You better head to the statue.
You're not going to go on.
Which Triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation? I want to hear what happened. I wish I could have come. At the time, I could have cared less that Mom and Dad came to mine, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent. I didn't know that. Guess I must be old news. Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes, he was proud. I believe that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom. I wish someone could have been there for you. I'm used to being on my own. One can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
They come this way, I got them, sir.
Interesting bit about their parents. See,
I
hang
certainly
on.
see the family
Did we
resemblance.
even get the... Okay, I've already played... I believe I've played this all the way up to the UNATCO building, so I remember what used to be a bioelectric cell is now a multi-tool. Always helps to have as many lockpicks and multi-tools as you can get. You know, just in case bashing and exploding don't work. That robot's
Those
on our
rebels are
side.
no match for our bots.
Hello!
That's it. Those rebels are no match for our bots.
Ah! I did not see his friend. So, now we have a police baton. We will not be using this knife at all. I have never had a need for the knives. And let's bring that over here and that over here, and we'll actually forget that we even have a pistol.
Those rebels are no match for our bots.
Boop.
Those rebels are no match for our bots.
Don't mind me, just
Welcome aboard,
just
Agent.
observing you floating 5 feet off the air. Once again, people, the guards of UNATCO.
They come this way, I got them, sir.
Gifted with magical powers. This guy comes with his own levitation skills.
Those rebels are no match for our bots.
They're no match for you. Look at you go. Oh yeah,
Well, I
we can
certainly
also
see the
bounce
family
off of their
resemblance.
heads. Hang on. Boink.
Those rebels are no match for our bots.
Okay, so we go up here. There's a little goodie box. Grab this, throw it there. And here we have a gas grenade. Gas grenades have the benefit of being able to stun a very, very large radius. In fact, the radius on these things is so huge that even we can get caught in it through the walls.